Hey, it's Sharyn Sheldon here from Content Sparks. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can quickly create one of those essential parts of your sales page, the FAQ section, with the help of our tireless assistant, ChatGPT. Now you can see right here, I have one of these sections on a sales page. I'm going to use this particular brandable course as our demo. And I have it set up using Thrive themes where there are separate little drop downs and toggles. But of course, you have to write all this content and come up with the questions. So there's a sequence I'm going to give you in ChatGPT to help you. So I'm going to go over to my trusty ChatGPT, and you'll see I've already put in the prompts to save time here, but I've also put them into a document. I'll provide this to anyone who gets our course on essential email sequences. So you can see the general prompt to start is right here. I have it as a kind of a general one. And in here, I've added more information because there's a lot more information you give ChatGPT, the better the results are that you're going to get. And I'm using ChatGPT 4. So I've generated a Q&A section for my course sales page. The course is called How to Write Your Essential High Converting Email Sequences. It's aimed at small business owners and entrepreneurs. Main outcome is to create essential automated email sequences. It addresses pain points like poor email nurturing, lack of time for follow-up, et cetera, et cetera. So I gave it very specific things about what it's about, who the audience is, what special features it has in it, how many modules, what the unique selling features are. And then I also added more information, such as what prerequisites are necessary, the satisfaction guarantee. These are the sorts of things that you can add in follow-ups once you see the first generated Q&A from ChatGPT also. So don't feel like you have to provide everything in the first prompt, because the first reply you get from ChatGPT is going to need follow-up anyway. So you can see that I also gave the module overviews. These are things that are actually in our courses. We give you a contents list. So it's a sort of thing where you can just copy and paste it in and say, okay, here are the module objective, or here's the modules and learning objectives for the course, and then paste it right in. So ChatGPT came straight back and gave me first a high-level outline of the different questions. I have it set up with some custom instructions, which are over for everyone, even the free version now. You'll end up just being able to add it in custom instructions on the lower left, and I can hover over it here. I gave it instructions to specifically give me an outline first and check with me before continuing for any longer content. The trick there is that if you are producing something longer, you want to make sure that ChatGPT is on the right track before you let it continue. So I have it set up in the custom instructions for that. So it gave me an outline. There are some things that are good, some things that aren't necessary. So I gave it another couple questions for it to add, like, how long will I have access to the course? That's kind of a standard one. Where do I go for help? Another standard one. So you'll know some common questions that you'll want to give it as well to answer. It said, fine, it revised it all. And I said, okay, go ahead and get started. So it did the first ones. Course requirements. Do I need to have an email list? Yes, you do. And obviously you're going to go and tweak some of the wording, but for something like a Q&A that's going to address the most common questions and objections people have before they buy, you don't have to have it absolutely everything edited precisely. The main point is that it should sound good. It should resonate with your audience and answer their questions. And if you give ChatGPT that information about your audience, then it will resonate, including your tone and style of writing. So what will I learn in the course? How's the course structured? Any special features? And I noticed right away that it repeated itself. So how's the course structured? It said it has lessons, templates, checklists, quizzes, and then special features also said templates, checklists, quizzes. So reminded me, oh, wait, we have some other special features. So I just came back. It hadn't finished yet. It's checking with me. Said a few things you need to refine. Expand on the pain points in the what will I learn answer, and include a bullet point list of exactly what their outcomes will be. Because I know from experience that people ask about that. And there's repetition in the second two answers. So you can give it feedback. It's not going to get offended. and tell it what it did wrong, and then say, okay, I want this adjusted to talk about the live elements. And I told it what the live elements are. So it came back. I do have it set up to use my name, Sharyn. So that's why you see that in here in the demo. So thanks for your feedback. Let's refine them. And it did a good job of doing the next ones based on the information, like special features. It added that question and it made it sound much more interesting and compelling. So whereas I just said, we have Q&A, we have a support group, whatever it is I said, this said, what special features like personalized support or live experiences are included? And the answer was, we go beyond the basics to offer you a rich, interactive learning environment. You'll have access to live group Q&A sessions, a dedicated course community for networking, and even guest speakers who are experts in the field of email marketing. So it added it and made it a little more motivating and compelling, because in the very beginning, I told it to act like a world-class copywriter. And I said, okay, you can continue. So it checked with me. And then we went through the rest of it, how much time, all these various things, and kept on going. And we got to the unique selling points I was not happy with. They were very wishy-washy and didn't really add much. And that's because I didn't really give it a lot in the beginning with good, unique selling points. So here it made me think about it, forced me to think about it much more, whereas I might not have. And that's a good thing about interacting with an assistant like this who doesn't always get it the first time, that it will force you to really think through in detail exactly what you mean. So I said, I want to adjust what sets it apart, some of the key differences, and it made me think about it. We focus on hands-on practical applications so that you see the impact of your work as you go through the course. No waiting for results. Training is done in bite-sized pieces so you won't get overwhelmed and you can implement everything in your spare time. No need to set aside days of training time. We provide the course content in multiple formats to suit your personal learning style, and we've done everything in the course ourselves, so we know it works. Great. So now it came back with a good Q&A for that particular one, and made it, more interesting, because I've already told it before what my tone and style is professional and confident with a bit of wit and friendly and conversational. So it said, the $1 million question, this course isn't your run-of-the-mill email marketing program. Here's why. Immediate impact. And I like the way it lays it out with the bullets. Immediate impact. We focus on hands-on practical application, bite-sized learning, multiple learning formats, and it has it all nicely done in that style. And that was it, all done. I can continue the conversation now and ask it about other things because it already knows some of the topic. I could have tried uploading part of the course materials using the new beta features. It was called Code Interpreter, and they've already changed the name to something else, something with data analysis. So I will share this with anyone who gets the course. I'll also show you what that looks like, what the final Q&A is, because I went ahead and copied that into a document so you can see the example and the example prompts. And again, that is something you would then add to a section like this on your sales page so that you can do a shortcut of your own customer support and make more sales and conversions by answering questions before people leave, while they're still on the page, because some people will never come back and ask you questions if it's not there on the page. So you want to cover as many of the main ones as possible. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care.